like when I put a 0 on it, it will have to return 3 because this one will be true because B is equal to 0 and thus evaluate the value of A. And that's why this one had to work and it brought for us a 3. You get?
Mama. Hey.
Yeah, the daughter is also running. But if you put a 1, it will return for you the opposite of which is the 1. You get? Hope this one now has been able to be understood by most of us. Is that true? So we go to the next part also. So all of them were looking at this question.
Nicholas.
Yes.
If B is equal to A is equal to 3 and B is 2, what would be? How would you explain the answer?
So long as it is like this, B cannot, so long as B is not equal to 0, it will have to evaluate the value of as A. That's why when you run it, it returns for you the value A as 1 now. Wait. Not as done the opposite. Wait.
So the way I understood that explanation, I don't know what others have explained. You see, it will evaluate B equal to 0.
Yes.
Is B equal to 0? If it is false,
yes,
it goes to the next.
And
if it were true, it would return A. But if it is not true, it returns. It goes to the next condition. Is A greater than B? If that condition is true, okay, for me, I think that it would be.
I think it
returns the answer is A greater than B, true, false, true. So it will return 1.
Because like when I put 2, of course B is not equal to 0. So this one, the whole of this one will be discarded, right?
Yes.
The not comes not perform the remaining. Is
then
A
it
than B.
Comes to the next. Is A greater than B?
Yes.
True.
But B is not equal to
then
1.
Yeah, but it stops at the next true value, the next true condition.
Yeah, stops here. So it will return for you a yes or a no. By the way,
the reason it was returning for you the 3 is because is B equal to 0? True. Is B equal to, okay, like in this case now, B is 2. You will put, if B is equal to 0, instead of 2, you put 0 up there and we see. If B is equal to 0 and that is condition is true, then the answer is A.
Yeah, true. This one here.
Yeah. So if you put B as 0 and say put A as 5 instead of 3, the answer will become 5. If you put A equal to 3 there.
Let me put like this. Yeah, 5. True. Yeah.
So it evaluates and moves to the next.
Until all of them are satisfied. If the first one is not satisfied,
it stops at the last satisfied. It's like the if else.
So Jamila, have you understood?
I don't know whether the other members are following.
Jamila.
Oh, Angie.
Have you understood?
Not so well.
You have to understand. We are saying. We are saying this condition will this function evaluates the conditions before the question mark. Are we together? So they're telling us that this one, it follows a step by step because it's like an if else statement. So what it does, let me write it here. It looks like if else statement. You get? It says that we captured A is 5 and B is 0. So the first statement says, is B equal to 0? Jamila, is that one true? Jamila, I'm asking you.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes, please.
So if this one is true, it will have to return for you the value of A. All together there? But if, so this one now will have to return for you the value as 5. And that will be the answer as 5. All together? Because it has been satisfied. But they are telling us that if it is not satisfied, it will also follow, it goes now to the next step. Like if I put B is equal to 2 here, so B is no longer equal to 0 from the equation above. Is that true? So that this one will be discarded.
Yes.
And you have to evaluate the next condition here now. Is B equal to, is A greater than 5? Is A greater than B? That is true, you get? So you have to return a yes. And that's why this one will have to return 1. It runs for you a yes. All right, together. That's why if I just change maybe and I put maybe B is greater than A, you get? It's supposed to return for me as 0, as a no. Why? Let's see. It returns for you a 5 because it has been the opposite. Okay, you have understood there, right? But Jasper.
Yes.
Jasper, you understanding?
I am very available and I'm understanding.
Okay, so now we go to the next. We go to the next command now, and I think you have all understood like how will we kill these commands, and you now proceed to the next command and open it again. This one now. So I'm going to open this one by closing this one from here, and I open a new one now. So I will have to leave also do this one. And now I'm left with only this one as a working command. You get? So by this one, surely it will be very complicated. But let's see what it does. They are telling us that x is equal to 1, and also I is equal to 2. You get? And we have that float f is equal to 3. So they are telling us that if the size of x is equal to 2, right? Of course, if x is equal to 2, then it have to return the value of f as a float. You get? Or else you have to continue. Let's see if I copied it very well. It is question number 32. Are we together there? So as you say that also this one will be rectangular operators. Now we have started even understanding now. If this is also a ternary operator, they're telling us that if the size, if x is equal to 2, it will have to produce for you f. You get? Let me see. Did I copy it very well? Sure. Yeah, because this one is here. Yeah. Gwesema. Nakusindikira email. I sent you an email. Let me click and see the internet now. God. So, I wrote it very well by the way. That's how it is. So let's see what this command does also. Though I don't know. So, they're telling me that I have some error before float. Let me see where the error is. Maybe I'm supposed to put these things like this one. Remember, you get? And also, of course, here they have to first close it. All together there. I think you all know how to debug. All together, you are supposed to know how to debug. Basically, yeah, that's the debugging Then here they wanted us also to do what? To print. You're supposed to now to also open and also print F. Print F. They want me to print that the short int is n. So for this command, they want you to print, like, to evaluate this equation, right? And print if it is true, print it's a float. Else, evaluate it and print that it is a short int. All together there. So this is just like now an if else statement. So when you try to run it, what is it saying again?
What's a short int?
A short int, it's like you see like a phone number. Like so long as it captures like values between like 0, 1 to up to 9, it's a short integer. But of a number which captures more than 10 values becomes a long integer. That's the difference between a short and a long integer. But they're telling me that expected a primary expression before float here. What should I have put now? Let me see. Maybe I wrote it poorly. Oh, here. Size of. Yeah. Hope you're also debugging your functions very well.
Where have you changed?
Yeah. I've changed.
What did you change?
On this one here. I put size of. And also here it is size of. I've changed both here and here. And also added this print short, and also added the first these things here. Yeah, where is it? I put the wrong thing. This one.
Nicholas,
Yes, please.
there's something I want to ask.
Yes.
I am going to give you.
Mm.
I wanted to ask. Wait.
Hey, Jamila.
Yes, please.
What do you want to ask?
I wanted to ask what is a short int? And another thing, here you're saying if the size of x is exactly equal to 2.
Yes.
Then there is where we say if x is exactly equal to 2. So when do you say size of, when do you say just x?
Auntie, like size of is like looking at it's like identifying a data type. You get? It looks at a data, it's like maybe a function to look at a data type, maybe. Maybe it says form makes it become an integer or it makes it become a float. It depends on maybe the size. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. Out there. Then a short integer, I've said that like it's just like a small number. Like if you have like a phone number, it has 10 values. So that it can be captured as a short integer. You get? But if you have a number like which has like a any number,
it can be.
It's better to capture it as a wrong integer. If you try to use as integers, they capture very many numbers. That's why, like, if you have like a float, captures like maybe 2 divided by 5. You get? But if you have like standard deviation, which kind of be having 0 point very many values, you get? It is better to use a double. You get? So that's the only difference there. All together. So okay. Let's run and see if this one is going to work now. What are they saying now again? Hey, here I'm supposed to put a space. Okay. Oh no, it has worked by the way. It is a float. Okay, now let's understand what it is doing. Hope also commands are also running. Are you trying out?
Mine has run as well.
So we're going to now see what are they answering? Because we are saying that if x is equal to 2, then it's a float. It is like f is 3, and it becomes a float, right? But if x is equal to 2, wait. If the size of x is equal to 2, they have to tell that is f, 2 times f. And let me see what is how they're trying to examine it.
Otherwise, it would return.
I want to see how they're trying to examine it. Let me see. Oh no, here it's not. It's I. That's I. So it's becoming f. Can either become a short, an int, or a float. So what they're trying to do here, x of course is a 1. So if x is equal to 2, if this is true, it becomes times f, right?
F.
But it's not returning f. It's supposed to print for you.
Otherwise, it returns 1.
Let's maybe let me change on here, maybe, and I make this one to be like a 5, like a 6, and I see what it does. It makes it still a float. When does it become a short integer now here, surely? It becomes a short integer when, let me see. Let's see what they're trying to do. Could say they are comparing, but I don't know how they are comparing it now. Let me see. Let me see how to compare them. Because if I put a 1, it became a float. It's a float. Because x is exactly equal to 2, then of course this one is wrong. So it has to evaluate the second function, which will be I. I'm not understanding what it is doing surely here. I'm not understanding what it's doing. Because now I don't know, like if I put maybe, let me see. Let me make this one maybe to become like a 7. And I run. Return still a float. Maybe let me put here 0.36. Return still a float. Oh, let me put here maybe like a 1. A float again. I don't know how they're trying to manipulate it, because these others, for them, we understood them. Let me see. Well, this one was a 2, and this one was a 3. Return the float when it's supposed to return an integer now. Supposed to return an integer when I is equal to 2. Let me see. There, I'm failing to understand. Let's see. Jamila, you practicing to get us the answer? Taris, just give us an answer.
We have computing 3 to help us.
Jasper should answer that.
Well, Jasper, what are you doing? You are a pass. Jasper?
Even the career was nice. What happened? Can I speak?
Korea is already asleep. Basically, they are afraid to understand surely how they are evaluating it.
I'm having supper, but I'm not following what the problem is.
Who cooked for you?
Jasper. How many hands are you using?
Okay. Okay, maybe let's now come to the next command. Let me see. All of them are like that, by the way. Basically, all of them are like that. I think we're going to only do like only more two, and we go to our next number, right? Is it okay? Let's just do only like more two,
Yes.
and we go to another number, surely.
Because I think the question wanted us just to run and they run.
We wanted us to keep on understanding, like to run and see what is the output of the what. So let's maybe try this number here. This number. Let's try this number here also. I'm on which number? This one. Today my network is not very stable.
Nicholas, what is the meaning of size of?
Size of it's like the type of the data type. Because here on Google.
What about this void I am seeing?
Void is like Jasper, by the way, Jasper, come and explain.
Okay, void is like a prefix. Void is like a prefix when you want to instruct your program to do something. That is the prefix you use. You can say, like now I'm saying here, it is the void main. So you're opening your main function. We usually use it sometimes in like IOStream. You say void add record if you have a program like which does adding records and so on. So it is just a prefix that is used when you want to command your program to do something.
So basically,
whatever comes after that prefix.
So basically, it works like the main, right? The int main.
Not exactly. It can be anywhere in your program, not like the first.
Hey.
Like it is just a prefix, like an instruction that you're giving your program, like do this. Void, do this. Void, modify record. Void, do this. You get, like you can say void add record, void modify record, void delete the record. You get.
Hey. So now this command which we are doing, I think that's that if x is equal to 1 and z is equal to 3, then you're telling us that is used to shift the bits of a value to the left by adding zeros to the empty space created by the right side after shifting. So they are telling us if x is equal to 1, right? And z is equal to 3. So I think us that y is x less than 3. So what this one does, like this sign, it means that it is easy to shift the bits of a value to the left by adding zeros to the empty spaces created at the right side after shifting. Have you understood what it does? They are saying that it's used. Okay, this was signs. They are used to shift. But where is Brenda? Brenda dropped in and she disappeared. Value left by adding zeros to the empty spaces created at the right side after shifting. So basically, what they're telling us to do is like when if x is equal to 1 and z is equal to 3, they're telling us that x being less equal to 3, they're telling us that how many what? They're telling us these are used to shift the value to the left by adding zeros to the empty spaces created at the right side after shifting. So basically this is like arrays, I think. Those who know arrays. All those who started those things of but this first one is even what it does. Before we start explaining some funny things. Let's use int main, sure. Let's use the int main. Hey, what is happening? Here, definition of int. Which one didn't I close? So yeah, which one I didn't close? Sure, this thing also. Okay. They are telling us what? Let me see. Oh, I didn't close it. I'm sorry. That one you close it. Now we are good at debugging, by the way. I think we are all debugging those programs. It's giving me an 8 as an answer. I don't know what the 8 is meaning. Remember, this one looks at like a character stores 8 bits, right? Every value stores 8 bits. And they are telling us that they are used to shift the values to the left after adding. No, they used to shift the bits of a value to the left by adding zeros. Yeah, this is what they used to write, by the way. So they're telling you if you write how we used to write these numbers in writing numbers in binary form. How do you write this 1 in binary form? Over like maybe +1. You get? It will be like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks at it just like adds those 7 zeros and record the size as 8. Is that true? Because I think that's what they're trying to do, by the way. Because if I put like maybe like 12, maybe 12, 15 in the base 2, let me see what they do. You might even bring an error. Even it doesn't fail to work. Haven't you seen? 120. What are they trying to mean, surely? Just for what are they trying to mean in adding those zeros, by the way? I don't know if you have some idea. Because if I put, what is 15 times 8, what did you get? But you get 120, by the way. Because it is 5 times 4, you get 5 times 8, you get 0. 8 times 8 times 1, you get 1. Times 4 plus 4, you get 120. So they are just multiplying these values by times 8. You get? Like when you come now to 2, the answer is supposed to be 16. Aren't you seeing? So I'm a good mathematician. Have you seen? Like now when you put this one as a 3, it will multiply it by 8 and to give the answer of y as 24. And that's the answer. Has it worked, Madam Lydia?
It's getting 24, but I just don't understand the logic. The logic has not yet come.
And they are saying that maybe let me remove this one and I put a 1 and I see. Let me put a 1 here and I see what it does. Maybe it is giving some funny things. I'm trying to understand. Remember, like originally it has brought 6. It had y less than, like maybe y is equal to x less than 3, right? So what it is trying to mean is it is telling us that because I think us that they are used to shift the bits of a value, and we say that no. Remember what we say that each value has like each character has 80 what? 8 bits.
8 bits.
You get?
Mm.
So they're telling us that it is easy to shift the bits of a value to the left by adding zeros to the empty spaces created at the right side after shifting. So they are telling us that because now if they are saying that x is less than 3, so they are doing which mathematics now are they applying surely? Because they are saying that if I have a shift of 1, it is reducing it now to 6. If I have now a shift of 0, maybe to 4. No, to 3 now.
Let me see.
When you put a 0, it makes it 3. Right? If you put a 0, they become 3. If you put a 1, they become 6. If you put a 2, they will become how are they applying it now? Because now if you put a 1, they become 6. Right?
If you put 2, it must become 12.
If you put a 2, they are becoming 12. So it's like they are adding let me see. Because if you put a 2, they become 12. Well, which multiple is this? When you put a 3, they become when you put a 3, they become what? Let me see. When you put a 3, they are becoming 24. So it's a multiple of which multiple is this one now? Because the 3, 6, 12, 24. Which multiple is this one? Let me see which multiple. This can be 1, 2, 3. No, not like that.
Could it be the cube of 3?
The cube. I hate this. 3 and 6. 6 times 6.
It is not.
It's like dividing.
Anyway.
24 divided by 2, you get 12. 12 divided by 2, you get 6. 6 divided by 2, you get 3. I'm not understanding the logic behind it, because when I put a 4 here, it will have now to increase now. It will increase now to 48. So it's like multiplying it by 2. You get the previous and multiply it by 2 to get an answer. Let me see. I remember when we used to do last semester when we were doing those things of C, we used to capture like a binary digitals. If you have like maybe 1, it would be 0, 0, 1, right? If you have a 2, it would be 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. If you have a 3, it would be over 1, 1, 1. Like each value represents like 3 is kept in a bit size of 3. It's stored in 3 values. But now the logic has failed. So basically, I think we've understood some simple bits about these things. Maybe let's do now this numberast. This can numberast. All together. Let's do this numberast. And we go to another number which is easier to do now. And these are funny things, which are very funny, complicated. Yeah. So now you have another number here. Let me also first close this one. Like this. Like that. And I close it also from here. Ben, are you understanding? Is she even still around? Ben disappeared a long time ago. Mr. Moses. Wabitenga. So then this is our numbers for these elements. Then you go to another number. So they are telling us that int main, if A is equal to B and equal to C, this is just like initializing, right? Initialization. initializing the variables, and also C is equal to 10, and A is equal to B is equal to 50. So I think you to print these numbers in this form. Let me see what
This one is easy.
Is this thing set for? Did I copy it very well? Because
we are supposed to first debug it.
Maybe. Because if A is equal to B and equal to 10, C is equal to 10.
You which one are you doing? I think I'm not with you.
We are doing that kind of last.
You went to the last one. Me, I went to the next one. Okay.
Went to the last one. We want to now to go to this other number. The other number of entering phone numbers and what? I'm seeing they copied very this number. It was number what? Wasn't even clear slept. It was number what?
Jamila is still gone.
Number what? Oh. It was number. Let me see. It is disappearing. It's disappearing. Disappearing. It's disappearing. Where is it? 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 See where. This thing is also.